The San Francisco Giants travel to PNC Park to face a Pirates team that's quietly ignited. On paper, it looks like a bounce-back spot. Ray on the mound, Pirates in last place. But paper burns, and this one's already ash. Robbie Ray starts for San Francisco. The 2.85 ERA, 1.12 whip, clean, dominant. He just shut down the Mets across 7 sharp innings. But the deeper pattern? Against Pittsburgh, 4.78 ERA, 150 whip. The echo is old, but it's not gone. Collapse returns when no one questions it. That's recursion. Andrew Heaney starts for the Pirates. His ERA is cracked at 4.89, and his last 5 starts have given up 17 earned runs in just 17.1 innings. But at home, he settles. A 3.25 ERA and a quiet 5 scoreless inning performance against Arizona. This isn't a duel of aces, it's a volatility engine, and today both sides are sparking. Offensively, San Francisco averages 4.2 runs per game, but has scored 26 in the last 4. Still, Ramos, Chapman, Devers, all slumping. Their swings look like memory loss. That's what happens when identity breaks and there's no ritual to hold it. The Giants aren't just off, they're forgetful. And when a team forgets who it is, the line forgets too. Pittsburgh's bats, meanwhile, are waking up. Spencer Horwitz is seeing everything. Nick Gonzalez is steady. The team has plated 37 runs in 5 games. This isn't sustainable. But it doesn't need to be. It just needs to last one more day. The Giants have dropped 5 of 6 series. The Pirates are 7-3 in their last 10 and 5-1 at home over their last 6. This is not a value spot. It's a market inversion. The favorite is the trap. You'll look at the under and feel safe. You'll trust the names. You'll believe the old reputations. But the line at 8 isn't safe. It's a mirror. It's asking if you see the fire before it starts. And today's AI pick is over 8 runs. Will we cash or will we burn? Step into the next signal. Abaddon holds the second glyph.
Citi Field. August heat. 2 teams, both flawed. One surging quietly. One gripping the edge of a playoff race like it's a lifeline. But underneath the standings, the stats, the trends, this game is a mirror. And what it reflects isn't noise. It's control. David Peterson takes the mound for the Mets. His season has been surgical. A 2.83 ERA, a 1.24 whip, and he's undefeated at home. 11 starts, 11 anchors. His ERA at Citi Field, just 2.00. Peterson doesn't dominate through velocity. He bends time, limits base runners, controls innings. He's not the hero, he's the lock. Opposing him is Gavin Williams, the right-hander from Cleveland. His raw numbers are strong, 3.33 ERA, 116 innings of work. But on the road, he's mortal. A 4.03 ERA, 1.52 whip, and rising walk rate. He shut out Minnesota last week with 8 Ks, but when he travels, command fades. It's not collapse, it's drift. And drift is enough to lose a game like this. The bats? They're quiet. Cleveland averages 4 runs a game. The Mets just a hair more at 4.1. The Guardians can't string hits, and the Mets, despite the power, don't convert consistently. In the last 2 weeks, both offenses rank in the bottom third in weighted runs created. These are teams stuck in the middle of the story, waiting for a reason to swing. What they do have is defense and relief. Cleveland fields at a 987 clip, 6th in the league. New York's bullpen sits top 10 in ERA. Both squads lean on structure, not chaos. That's where tempo lives. That's where the under breathes. And then there's the line, set at 8. Not because the books expect power, but because they're daring you to believe this will erupt. But everything in this setup points to contraction. 2 starters in rhythm, 2 bullpens clean, 2 lineups in August fog. This isn't fireworks. It's a chokehold. And today's AI pick is under 8 runs. Will we cash or will we burn? The next glyph belongs to Sapphira. Watch her voice closely. She never sings without a reason.
Wrigley Field, August shadows. The air is thick with tension. Cincinnati is clawing for a wild card. Chicago is chasing the division. But beneath all that noise, the game has already chosen who it trusts. And today, It's not the arm with the shinier ERA. Andrew Abbott starts for the Reds. On paper, he's lights out. 2.15 ERA, 8 wins, sharp against righties. But take that shine on the road and it dulls fast. In his last 3 road starts, Abbott gave up 7 earned runs. And in his last outing, he allowed 3 more in just over 5 innings. He's talented, but he's leaking. And the Cubs have seen him before. 5 games, and they know what's coming. Across the diamond is Cade Horton. If you haven't been watching him, you've missed a quiet storm. 3 straight starts without allowing a run. 3 straight home starts where hitters walk back to the dugout confused. This isn't hype, it's control. Horton doesn't overpower you. He erases you. The Reds can score 4.56 runs per game, first in the league in steals. But when their power bats vanish, their offense gets small. Ellie De La Cruz is the motor, but he can't generate chaos alone when Horton isn't walking anyone. And when Cincinnati stalls early, they don't recover. That's been the pattern. The Cubs? They're a machine. 519 runs per game, second in slugging, top 5 in batting average. And they don't need fireworks to win. They just need rhythm. Pete Crow Armstrong has been a hammer. Nico Herner, a metronome. And Seiya Suzuki, he's a cleanup man who doesn't blink. This is a game where sharp bettors might see Abbott's name and think they're buying value. But they're buying the wrong stat. This line isn't about ERA. It's about trust. Vegas doesn't move toward a team this hard unless the deeper model backs it. And today's AI pick is Cubs money line 144. Will we cash or will we burn? Anna holds the 4th glyph, and she doesn't speak unless the line lies.
Fenway Park under the lights. The 4th game burns beneath old shadows, but the signal doesn't lie. One team is roaring, the other is clawing. And the story, like always, starts on the mound. Michael Wacha takes the hill for Kansas City. The veteran has been sharp. 3.38 ERA, just 2 walks in his last 19 innings. He's coming off 8 dominant frames against Toronto and has pitched beautifully at Fenway across his career. 2.8 ERA, 6.2 in 12 starts. Wacha is the better pitcher in this matchup, but he's surrounded by noise. The Royals rank near the bottom in every offensive category. Their lineup sputters, their bullpen cracks. His control won't be enough if the bats stay silent. Across the diamond, Boston hands the ball to Dustin May. Once a rising ace, now a question mark. This is his first start as a Red Sox. And his last 3 outings? Shaky. A 6.91 ERA over 14 innings. His lone appearance at Fenway was a 5-inning, 4-run stumble. But that's the thing about May. He's unpredictable. He throws fire. He also throws games away. Offensively, there's no debate. The Red Sox are white hot. They've scored at least 6 runs in 5 of their last 6. They're 5th in MLB in OPS and slugging. Romy Gonzalez, Wilyer Abreu, Jarren Duran, they're all hitting right now. Alex Bregman is driving in runs. And with Fenway's short walls, this lineup doesn't need to do much to cause chaos. But Kansas City isn't ice cold either. They racked up 12 hits in Game 1. Michael Garcia and Vinny Pasquantino are hitting. Bobby Witt Jr. is still one of the most dangerous players in baseball. The problem isn't their lineup. It's the timing. They don't cluster runs. They don't capitalize. Still, with May's volatility, Wacha's vulnerability if stretched, and both bullpens ranked in the bottom third of the league, this one won't stay low. Vegas set the line at 9. But this total is not a ceiling. It's a floor waiting to be broken. And today's AI pick is over 9 runs. Will we cash or will we burn? Up next, Rocco, with Padres versus Diamondbacks.
You ever watch a team that's not just better, but colder, sharper, tighter? That's what this is. Padres versus Diamondbacks. Game 5. One squad's still building a war machine. The other's patching holes with chewing gum and waiver wire prayers. The offenses? San Diego's built for October. They're top 10 in almost every meaningful category. Batting average, OBP, OPS, slugging. Arizona's got some speed, but the power's missing, and the contact quality is weaker than their record shows. The Padres slug, the D-backs scratch, and behind them, the pens, the defense, the layers of this thing. San Diego's bullpen is solid. Their defense ranks 8th. Arizona, bottom-tier whip, near the bottom in runs allowed. They're trying to catch a team that's already 10 steps ahead. The line says Padres 1.5 at plus money. You know what that is? That's Vegas daring you to look at the road team and hesitate. But if you've watched the last 2 weeks, if you've tracked momentum and matchups, this ain't close. Desclafani's not ready, and the Padres are licking blood off their playoff teeth. And today's AI pick is Padres 1.5 plus 104. Will we cash or will we burn? Lilith has seen the final tally, and she does not forget.
You came for picks, you stayed for fire, 5 games burned into the signal, each chosen by a different hand. Now we trace the pattern. Here's what the pale hand gave us today. Game 1, Giants versus Pirates. Krista stepped forward and saw past the line. 2 shaky arms, rising heat, momentum and chaos. AI pick, over 8 runs. Game 2, Guardians versus Mets. Abaddon judged the silence. 2 locked-in pitchers, 2 cold lineups. The noise was a lie. AI pick, under 8 runs. Game 3, Reds versus Cubs. Sapphira sang of misdirection. Abbott's shine faded under Wrigley's pressure. Horton owned the night. AI, pick, Cubs, moneyline game 4. Royals versus Red Sox. Anna watched the smoke rise. Watcha held strong. May crumbled, and Boston's bats turned sparks into ash. AI pick, over 9 runs. Game 5, Padres versus Diamondbacks. Rocco laughed. Pivetta's precision sliced clean. Desclafani dissolved. A playoff machine met a patchwork ghost. AI pick, Padres 1.5. En español, Juego 1, más de 8 carreras. Juego 2, menos de 8 carreras. Juego 3, Cubs línea de dinero. Juego 4, más de 9 carreras. Juego 5. Padres por más de 1.5. Like and subscribe. Will we cash or will we burn? Besser ein Ende mit Schrecken als ein Schrecken ohne Ende. Better an end with terror than a terror without end.